first simple statement saying this is this, this is this. No, they got it in there. It will be in there. And it's not right now, but it will be. We hope to get it in there. Yes, it's in there. No, it isn't in there. We don't understand nothing that's coming out. The second thing that I'd like to say is this stimulus package. Why not give it back to the people, the small businesses? If you want to jumpstart this economy, you give it back to the rightful owners. They work for us. We don't work for them.
Wait a minute, sir. Sir, come here a second, would you? Would you come back? Here's the bill. 600 pages, and it doesn't have a major portion of the reform that they're contemplating. The one in the House was 1,000 pages. Disgraceful.
Who's read it?
I spent 13 days, many hours every day going through this bill in the committee markup. Every single meaningful Republican amendment to this legislation was turned down on party line vote. That's what happened. Could I do you? Yes, sir. No, we gotta go. I'm sorry.
I would just like to say that you've been a senator for over 20 years now, and our Social Security, our Medicare trust funds have been raided, and it seems like our politicians, the only time that they came out and say anything is when they're running for office and to be re-elected. Our Social Security, you know, I don't mean this as ill to you because I know this is a tough subject for you, but our Social Security it's running out of money. The only thing I ever see you talk about when it's not campaign time is for illegals. I heard you on TV saying that we should send Social Security checks to illegals in Mexico because they worked over here in our country. And I think that is just wrong. And the tort reform, when you had control over the Congress, why didn't we do something about tort reform back then? Why did we wait and now we're coming out and talking about this thing?
Well, first of all, I'm sorry that you haven't followed my career, but when I was first elected to Congress of the United States, I talked about Social Security reform. I've supported various proposals and all kinds of ideas and efforts to reform Social Security and Medicare. And I have continued to do that, and I will continue to do that. And when I ran for president, we had a solid proposals to do that as well. I am committed to securing the borders of this country. The drug cartels and the violence along the border is a very, very serious problem. We know that it has spilled over into the United States of America. We had a hearing here on illegal immigration, and our police chief in Phoenix said there was 100 drop houses where these people are being kept, and the United States of America is creating a big demand for those drugs, as you know, and it's poisoning our kids. And we need to work closely and hope that we can clear up some of this corruption, which is on both sides of the border in some cases. I'm sure you saw stories in the Arizona Republic. So we can win, we can defeat these drug cartels, and we can, I believe, ensure the future of our children and our grandchildren. Yes, sir, one more. And I know.
Thank you very much.
Could I just say again, I'll be glad to send you my record of advocacy and legislation and efforts on behalf of preserving Social Security and Medicare. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I like the insurance program the way it is now. I don't care for the government's plan. But these those two young ladies over here that brought up a topic on not being safe in America, and that other lady talking about the Constitution as well. I'd like to know what ever happened to that term called SIFTA, the one where we were going to sign the treaty with Mexico and other third world countries where they would where these other countries can get into our database to find out who owns weapons, or where weapons are coming from. And the other one is the Constitution. I've heard the term, is it a dead Constitution or a living Constitution? The living Constitution, the way I heard it, is that certain parts of government can manipulate it and change it to the wording that they would like. Can you explain those two if you've heard them?
Well, first of all, the first issue, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. All I know is that the United States and Mexico have to work closely together against these drug cartels. The violence is unprecedentedly high. The drugs are flowing across our borders, beginning in Colombia, and we obviously, technology is one of the ways to do it. And by the way, for the first time, the Mexican government is extraditing people, these drug cartel guys, to prisons in the United States of America, which is good news because you know how they work in prisons in Mexico. I believe the Constitution of the United States is an enduring document. It's an enduring document. We have amended it very, very rarely, and we did so for good reason, like extension of the vote to women. And very frankly, the reason why I voted against Judge Sotomayor for the United States Supreme Court is because I have my concerns about an activist approach to the Constitution of the United States of America. The Constitution of the United States is an enduring document and a wonderful and magnificent document, perhaps the greatest document ever written in history. And I think we have to do everything we can to preserve it, but at the same time, do not take action which are without the boundaries clearly laid out and protecting by the Constitution to protect the rights of the individual. My friends, we've been here way too long. I got to go. I want to say thanks. We've got another one tomorrow night if you want to hear this act again. Thank you for being here. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.